All right, so I've touched on the lib or the Osmo network in the box, as well as the newer GSM components that are installed in DragonOS Focal. This specific video, I want to show how we can fix the Asterisk integration with the network in the box for the scripts, and then also we'll take a look at YateBTS. I guess I didn't realize how easy it can be installed. Unfortunately, I just have a BladeRF xa4, which maybe 1 in 100 times of starting what I had going works. When it did work, it was really interesting, but I think I need a Blade X40. So what we're going to have to do is we need to fix the Osmo. Well, we actually need to install an older version of the Osmo-sip-connector, and to do that, we first need to change out this libosmocore. So I'll put these links on the page. I'm just using them for reference here. This is a live, booted live version, so just fresh booted live DragonOS Focal. And we want to remove the libosmo core dev. And then what we'll do is we'll grab it, and we don't necessarily, I just started out here in the user source just to make it easier, so I'm not having to do sudo every time. You can just put it right into the home folder here, but we'll clone this repository. And while I'm at it, we'll also go ahead and remove the Osmo-sip-connector. Okay, all right, now back to where we left off, change into our libosmocore, do the following here. And yeah, I was wanting to actually see this work so that the Osmo network in the box scripts that's in here, it's actually pretty interesting when you can have it optionally set up where if a phone connects, the phone will automatically receive a call with just a default sound that's included in Asterisk, but I just feel like it opens it up to a lot of different configuration and uses. All right, that finish. Sudo make install. I see a couple warnings there where it's relinking. Doesn't seem to affect anything. Sudo ld config. And now we'll jump over here. And we're going to come up a directory and we'll clone the SIP connector. Let me think. We want to grab the, we'll do the 1.3. Let me see. Yeah, we'll do get checkout 1.3.0. Do the same thing here. Alright, so now we should have everything in place. I'll go ahead and plug my LimeSDR in. LimeSDR Mini, it is. Got that behind me here. I've got a Samsung Galaxy S4 and a Samsung Galaxy S3. So, let's see, we'll have another window open here just so that you can see this working. Changing our user source, Osmo network in the box scripts. This is all pre-installed. Let's see, let's take a look at the config.json file. We'll disable, I mean, you can have both. You could have probably all three going at once if you wanted, but we'll disable the SMS, USSD, and we'll enable the call. You can see the extension and then the voice file that is going to play from Asterisk. So, let's see. Take a look at the help file here. You can see, oh, and you know what, while we're at it, we might as well go ahead, we'll enable the EGPRs. I actually figured that out. Everything actually is already fine with the script the way it is. Just didn't realize on the phone you actually need to configure an APN. You can name it whatever you want to name it, but then the APN it actually just needs to say internet lowercase, and then it'll pass internet through, and you would do that with so we're going to make this interactive, so as phones join, it'll interact with them. If you did EGPRs, you'd have to also do the interface and select what interface you're using that's connected to the internet. But since I can't really show that happening, we're just going to do the SIP, which enables the Asterisk support. So let's see. Need to take a look at this. I'm trying to do this from memory. Yeah, okay. So one other thing we need to fix here, let me think, it's I'm trying to remember now. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm just going to change this script that's sitting in here. Oop. 2. There's probably some other way to fix this, but yeah, I just changed the Osmo-sip-connector to service. Do what I did there, save the file. Now we'll go ahead and run it. Okay, Asterisk should be running. Let me think. That's eluding me right now. I can't remember. No. Well, when in doubt. Oh, here it's going to happen anyway. So, phone connected. getting a call, even if I decline the call, because the way the scripts are set up, it will, I think it's like 10 times it'll do it, but we'll wait a second here, get another call. Now if I answer this, because it's tied in with Asterisk, probably hear that. So yeah, there you go. But so anyways, that'll get your Asterisk integration up and going. And just to show, if I take another phone here, okay, let the other phone connect. It gets called. And there you go. And it can be simultaneous. You can then call from, oh, I should point out too, because that extension, that number that came across came up on the phone, I can call from one phone to another using the Asterisk integration part. So that's calling from one phone to the other. Alright, so just a really easy way to kind of get the network in the box up and running. Alright, so we'll shut that off, and then we'll take, I found this page to be really helpful here. It's the only way, or well, it's the way that I got Yate installed, but we first need to add this repository, so I'll put this page here, or in the description. We'll add Qt4 PPA for 20.04, and the one thing that we need is the Qt4-dev, or wait a minute, was it? Yeah, libqt4-dev. This doesn't look like it's replacing Qt5, so everything should be okay. Pretty much all the next steps are done. Now, you're probably going to be much better off with a BladeRF xa4. I would be highly surprised if I can actually get the xa4 working in this video here, especially if I don't downgrade libBladeRF and use older firmware and FPGA like it says here. And actually we need to download, put this link here, we're going to download this tar file. Let's see, we're going to add the group Yate, user mod. We're going to add our current user, which in my case is live, to that group. Take a look in the download folder. We can extract what we just downloaded. We'll go into the Yate folder. Oop. Home live downloads. Go, and you'll see when I opened it up that it actually came with some FPGA files that it recommends, at least in this forum post here. So we'll do autogen. Just basically following along here. Alright, that finished. We'll do the last part of this, the sudo make install no API. Sudo ld config, come out of here, change into our YateBTS folder. Similar steps. Alright, finished. We'll do sudo make install. Sudo ld config. And I have ran through this before, so that's why I'm just using this as a reference. We're going to change some files and some permissions here. That was the importance of making the Yate user. There's a couple steps left out of here, and I'll show you. We'll fix it. Let's see. We're gonna install Apache 2, and this will get us the little web interface, which I had never seen before. It's actually pretty handy to use with YateBTS. We're going to add a repository for this specific PHP, just because I tried it and it worked. PHP 5.6. Now, because this takes up so much space, I don't know if I'm going to be able to shove it in DragonOS yet, but I do plan on fixing the Asterisk integration for the Osmo network in the box. Alright, change into the var www HTML, and we're going to link to a directory for the web page part, and you should be able to open up localhost /nipc. You'll see you've got the Yates interface and the little warning about, hey, actually changing the permissions on the Yate folder itself. So we'll just do sudo, fix that. See if you refresh, we're good. Let me finish this up first. We can change the priority scheduling for Yate. Let's see. In the limits. Oop. Let's go down to the bottom. Add a couple lines here. Thinking you may actually need to reload something for that to take effect, but let's see. Sudo nano. I'll just stick this at the bottom here. Okay, Control O, Enter, Control X. Now let's see, unplug the, I will be amazed if this works first time. I doubt it, or even for this video at all. So this is the BladeRF xa4 plugged in. We will change back to the Home Live Downloads folder, and I will load the FPGA with a -L xa4. Loading the FPGA. Now I didn't change to actually get this working. When I tested it, I followed a couple different forums and downgraded, actually removed the BladeRF that was installed with a package repository and built older versions of it, tried multiple older firmwares, and I did in fact see it work, but it was so random, it was crazy. And now before we start Yates, let's take a look here. I'm going to put it on the 900, and I haven't been pointing this out lately. I think it just goes without saying. You obviously got to take whatever precautions necessary if you're transmitting anything. You can mess with these powers here as long as they're equal, or the minimum's obviously less than the max. Transceiver should be fine on just transceiver, although you can pick BladeRF. Let's see what else. I'm going to try and add essentially allow any phone to, actually no, I'll do it the way I've seen it work. So we're going to add a subscriber. I'll grab phone here, use an app that I've got. And these are just random SIM cards that I found or have been laying around for a long time. Let's see, we'll just give it a random number here, active, and you can see here you can use this to disable any sort of authentication. Alright, so we've got that. Do a country code 1 for US. This, I need to figure out more what this means. I know it's got the little help thing over here. I'm not 100% sure what to stick there, so I got to stick something there. Alright, so now we should be able to run Yate. I'll do a whole bunch of these here. You can see it's bringing the radio online. And these, you know, errors are, from what I read, normal. What you are looking for is a sample rate to stay around 20,000, but the only way you'll see that is if you have a look at this forum page here and you read right about here, or even look at the README file that comes with the Yate tar that I downloaded, and so you can enable some debugging and check your sample rates, but I found that even with it doing exactly like what it says there, it was only very random if I could actually connect. So I'm looking on the phone, mobile networks, network operators, it's searching. And I did notice when the phone's okay, so now I see the available network. It just comes up on this particular phone as 00101. Click on it. It's trying to register. But like I said, I highly doubt that it's actually going to for this video. But when I did get connected, it actually sent me, the system sent me a text message saying, hey, welcome to the network. Here's your number. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I was able to call from phone to phone when I had both phones connected. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to work for this video, although I'm almost confident if I had a X40 it probably would be just fine. Trying on one other phone here. Alright, thanks for being patient, following along. Hopefully this gets you set up with a couple things, and I'll at least at a minimum include the Asterisk, or fix the Asterisk integration in the next release.